Good morning, everybody, and this is your Dow Jones day trade setup for today. So for those of you joining us for the first time, we do this every morning, and if you haven't subscribed, it's a good idea to subscribe and put the notifications on. You'll be notified whenever we put the trade ideas up, and drop us a comment. I do enjoy the comments coming through as well. So we have finally broken through this area here, and this area here is 28,176. So if you look back to the left here, you can see it's an area where there was resistance, then it turned into support, and then all through this area here we used it as resistance here, and then we failed to use it as support. We sort of broke through and all over the place, and that was kind of your warning bell that it was going to fall a bit further. It did fall further, and now we're back above it. So obviously I want to find some support on 28,176. I don't think it's going to happen today though. Stranger things have happened. But at the moment, that is the situation. Then the next situation that we have, and it's going to be pretty clear. So you can see this trend line, see how strong it is. 1, 2, little blip below it, but then we're back on it. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 attempts at it, and then look how long we tried to get through. And the last 2 days we've basically broken above that trend line. That trend line is pretty much the bottom of a channel. It doesn't matter which way I draw the channel. There's the first one. Okay, and then if I move it, it can be another one there, and ultimately that could be one there. But regardless, that's pretty much what it is at the moment. We're back in this channel, so obviously I want to see support, and support for me is 28,227. But I think you can wait a few days for that to come back. So the next big pullback should be back down to here. But as I say, stranger things have happened, so don't take my word for that. Okay, I want to use this level down here. What we're going to do now is just get some levels in. You can see I'm picking up all the tails, picking up all the inside tails, okay, just to see where we are. So this one here, this previous high, broke through, came back, we've found support on it, it's moved up, and I think we can actually safe to take this one here and move that up to there. I don't see anything else. Okay, one more. There's a fairly interesting area there. You can see tails to the upside, tails to downside. Try to use it as resistance here, broke through, used as resistance. So, and price is just above this area now. Okay, so you can see what I've done with my levels. Very messy, very noisy. Looking at the hour, trend is up. Looking at the 8-hour, trend is up. Looking at the daily, trend is up. So we're looking for opportunities to buy. Where are those opportunities going to come from? So pretty much at the moment, I would say one of two things: 28,509, or alternatively 28,424. Okay, those are the two areas that I think we'll probably see some buyers coming in off. And at the moment, what we want to do is we just want to wait for the European Open to see what transpires. This is a bit messy at the moment. It is kind of all over the place. It's not as clear as the S&P. S&P's got a pretty clear structure to it. But bear in mind that this is lagging behind the S&P at the moment and the NASDAQ. So I would expect it to catch up pretty soon. When I say lagging behind, if you look at the weekly, the previous all-time high is up there, and we're still mucking around down here. Okay, and you can see the weekly, the significance of this bottom area here of 28,250, which is the previous weekly swing lows, which we've been battling to get through. If we close above it this week, that bodes very well for a move to at least this previous high and then the all-time high. Okay, so moral of the story for me is quite simple. There's a bit of a flag forming at the moment. Let's just look at that on the 15-minute. Okay, so this little flag, or call it a double, let's call it a double top if you want to, but that could move us down to 28,424. Okay, That's kind of my view at the moment. I'm looking at two levels pretty much on the Dow today. First one is this one here of 28,500, and then I'm looking if that gives way, then I'll be looking at 28,425 or 24. That would be another area to get in. I don't think that this is going to transpire. I think this is the one that's going to hold us up, is 28,500. It just is going to give us a decent, it'll start forming a decent trend line. So I can either do that, okay, or alternatively skip that first one, which is for some reason some algorithms are doing that, and do that one. So what I'm saying is that what I'm seeing in the back testing is the first pin bar down is not where they draw the trend line. It's from the second pullback, which is here, and then along the fractal here. So that's kind of what I can see at the moment. And then if you draw another line along the top like that, lo and behold, it gives you a channel. Okay, so I think that's kind of my view at the moment. So I'm looking for this area here, 28,509. If it gets lower than that, then I think it'll basically mean we're going to range for the remainder of the day. Okay, so yeah, Friday, be wary. Don't leave it over the weekend. You never know what tweets coming out over the weekend. So pullbacks are to be bought, and we're looking for the next level. And I suppose I haven't given you the next level to the upside because there isn't a clear one. Okay, there's a fairly clear one. So I would be looking somewhere in the region of 28,700. Okay, so that should give you a good 170 point trade. And if that gives way, then you've got two minor levels just above there. So it's 28,700 is your target. 28,770 and then 28,820. Those are your levels to the upside for today. Okay, so just be very wary. Wait for the pullback. Then we're looking to be long again. Okay, anyway guys, hope it helps, and we'll catch up with you later. Cheers for now.